everybody. Welcome back to another episode of Seriously Podcast. I'm Mary.
I'm Brittany.
And guys, we're finishing off our recap of Tough Love LA. We're doing episode 10 today. And with us, we have some special guests. Guys, can you please introduce yourselves?
What's going on, guys? I'm Jamy Pierrevil, and I play the role of Rashad.
Hey, what's up, everybody? My name is Javon Terrell, and I play Raymond.
Thank you guys for coming.
Thank you for having us.
Thank you. Well, let's kind of just jump right into it. So we've been watching Tough Love LA. You know, we're big fans of the show. We have a lot to say about your two characters. Before we get into anything, what was the very first web series that you guys watched?
It's crazy. The very first web series I watched was Tough Love.
Okay.
Tough Love New York, the one in New York.
Yes.
Yeah. And so that was the very first one I watched.
Yeah, me too. I'd never watched the web series until we got booked on this, and then I watched the old one to kind of get a vibe of, you know, how the storyline goes and stuff like that. So yeah, Tough Love New York.
Okay.
And Pillow Talk.
Yes, Pillow Talk was a good one. So what was it about the character of Raymond and Rashad that made you guys want to play these guys?
I'm not gonna say it was anything about it made me want to play him. I think once I got the email, I read it and I just was like, I feel like most dudes got that little F-boy in them. So it's like, you know what, let's let them out to play. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So I think that was my reason for doing it, because I'm not really like that in real life, but I just felt like, why not, you know, express myself in a different, and I thought he had some layers to him too. So I thought, you know, he was going to be like a typical F-boy. I thought he was going to be able to show that he has moments that he cares, you know, that, you know, he cares about things. He's not just a selfish bastard the way most people view him. Plus also, I like the dynamic. I like the relationship that he has with Raymond. I like the relationship he has with Maya.
Yeah, and I chose to play Raymond because he's totally different than what I would normally play. You know what I'm saying? He's total opposite of me. You know, actually, you know what's crazy? I actually had a little bit of trouble playing him initially because I was like, yo, y'all got me out here about to look crazy, saying all this stuff, you know what I'm saying? There's a lot of things got cut out that try to, you know what I'm saying? They didn't make the cut due to the time frames, but I thought it was dope because I got to show somebody who was experiencing traumas and things that he was working through. And you kind of got to see him for who he is and how things actually made him to where he was. So I thought it was dope. Which that is a big thing in our society these days, talking about mental illness and things like that.
Yeah, those traumas that we don't talk about.
Yep.
Sure.
You guys do an amazing job showcasing the characters because we really feel like we have feelings for these characters. Like I'm mad or like I hate them. You know, people hate them.
Mostly hate.
Mostly hate.
Yeah.
And let's kind of talk about that. Like when you see comments about your characters on YouTube and social media, when you read the script initially, did you think that you would get these reactions from people? Were you surprised?
Not at first, because the script that we had, the script that I had to audition for, he wasn't that much of a bad guy, like based on what I got. But then after we started doing our table reads and stuff like that, Ronnie and Caleb, they explained to me, they was like, yo, yeah, they ain't gonna like you. At the end of the season, people are gonna start expecting you to do something good, and you're gonna keep letting them down every single time. I was like, oh wow. So
I thought Raymond was gonna get hell. Just because a lot of things he was saying about, you know, Black women and Black businesses. He said what?
A lot of stuff
got cut. I was like, yo, I talked to, you know, the creators, Caleb and Ronnie, before we got started. I said, guys, like, this is the wrong time to be saying stuff. It's protect Black women and, you know what I'm saying, and all this different stuff. I'm like, yo, y'all gonna have me hate it. I'm gonna be like Tariq all power when everybody hated Tariq. I was like, yo, this is true.
Wrong time.
At any point you guys were like expecting people to sort of like sympathize with your characters because of your traumatic past?
Yeah, I feel like, you know, in the storyline, you got to see like little things like, you know, as far as Raymond, his relationship with, you know, Jamy or Rashad, you know, and how their dynamics was, and the fact that, you know, I had mama issues and, you know, my past with, you know, Black women as a whole, as far as Raymond. And I would hope that people would have saw like, okay, cool, I understand why he is the way he is, versus like, oh, he's just an asshole. You know what I'm saying? So I thought that, you know, he had a lot of colors and that it would convey it later on.
Yeah, and as far as me, I thought it was a couple scenes that I felt like I thought people would like sympathize with me a little bit, but I don't think it played out that way. But well, for one, the flashback scene when he was daydreaming about his relationship with Maya's younger brother, and you know, he had that moment in the car where he's, you know, reflecting on it, and, you know, there's nobody around, there's nobody to be tough around, so it's like that hit him. And also when Maya overdosed. Yeah. So that scene there, I think you kind of see that he was truly worried about her, even though he put her through this stress, probably like 50% of the reason why she's on drugs or whatever, you know, stuff that she's taking, that extra medication. So I think those things, but based on the YouTube comments, they still ain't care. They ain't care. It was like F Rashad. Yeah, he for the streets.
For the streets.
All facts.
All facts.
All right.
What do y'all think about the characters? I want to hear what y'all think.
Rashad, he is a bad criminal. Like, he is terrible. I don't know who taught him how to do the things that he does, but he needs a mentor. If he's going to be out here stealing, he needs to be looking for cameras. That's number one.
It was an impulse decision, you know.
Come on.
No, come on. And you selling drugs on your regular phone.
Bad.
Yeah.
I mean, he just wants the cops to come. Like, hey,
he is looking for the cops.
Mm-hmm.
And okay, for Raymond, we actually like Raymond 80%. Because he is out here looking for love. So we do kind of feel bad for him, but he does need therapy and he needs to watch the words that come out of his mouth sometimes.
Yes. Some of the things just not making sense.
Like what?
Like talking about the black businesses.
Like businesses, like.
Oh yeah.
Let's do better.
Was there any things that made you guys sympathize with the two characters?
Sympathize.
For me, like, I definitely sympathize when we met, when the mother called and you kind of saw that dynamic with their mother, like, oh, he's fighting for her attention. And that's why he has a trouble with relationship with Black women. It comes from his mother. So I did sympathize with that. Hello. Rashad, I have nothing for that character.
I know. I see it in your eyes.
You look like you dated a couple of Rashads in your life.
No, I haven't. I mean, my friends have, but it's just like the gaslighting that he does with Amaya, just like
he doesn't even blame her.
He's very manipulative.
She can't even front for me. She's like, nope.
I'm sorry. I have nothing.
That's all good.
I think Rashad is a guy that just needs some work. I think he's a good guy though at heart. You know, people probably don't see it. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? But
nice guy.
Sweet. That is so sweet.
Nice guy, you know. I thought girls like the bad boys anyway.
Right?
Yeah, there are some girls that like the bad boys.
Oh.
Some, okay. Not y'all though.
No.
Okay.
I mean, she liked the rebels. Don't let her fool you. She liked the rebels.
Oh, business. That was younger me.
What do you know? See?
You ain't got to front because we recording.
I've grown up.
The secret's not let out.
Bad boy.
Exclusive.
You try to front for the record. We know what you like.
Let the viewers know what you thought.
Listen, guys. I said what I said.
Hey.
So back to us interviewing you guys, okay? For Raymond, like we said before, like, he's really out here looking for love. He's looking for companionship, maybe even a relationship. Like, did you create a backstory for him? Like, how long has he been single?
You know what's crazy? So let me tell y'all the whole process of us filming. We got this script, which was, as you saw, 10 episodes. We got it like a week and a half before we even filmed. So a lot of times that's a short period of time to really learn all of that. And a lot of times, you know, I mean, to me personally, it was times on set, I was like, yo, what's that line? Like, you know, we were actually learning as we went. So it wasn't like the normal process that I would take when I have to develop a character. You know, this one was like, all right, cool. We got the script, week and a half. we're filming this in 14 days. So we got, and we're shooting episodes out of order. So like, you know what I'm saying, the first day we're shooting I'm shooting episode 1, 6, 5, and 9. You know what I'm saying? So I got to learn these things out of sequence. So I didn't really get to actually, you know, create the backstory initially when doing it, because it was like everything was happening so fast, and it was just like, all right, let's get these lines together and create it as we go.
But if you could give him like a timeline, how long would you say he's been single? The way he's out there looking for love.
I feel like he's been single for a while. I'll say at least 5 years. Okay. You know what I'm saying? And I would say he's been doing a lot of dating, but a lot of the dating is the same issues that he's having. He's going on these dates with people and they just don't align with him. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of it's just him, you know, in certain instances, you know, because it's the choices that he chooses, the women that he chooses to deal with and date, you know, and it's just like, you got these high expectations, but at the same time, you kind of like insecure. So it doesn't really align when you think about it.
Right.
That's true.
What about you, Jamie? Did you create a backstory for Rashad? Like, we always wonder, like, how long have Maya and Rashad been together? How long has he been playing with her?
Not as far as that part, but as far as the behavior, I definitely gave him somewhat of a backstory. I feel like he's probably been bad since he was a kid, and you know the dynamic between our mothers, me getting let off the hook every single time, stuff like that. So now, as a kid, you keep doing that, you just feel like you're untouchable. Like you can keep doing stuff and keep getting away with it. Like. You know, and I feel like that explains the behavior. So I kind of try to keep that mindset. And I think, and just like how she was making fun of him stealing with the cameras right there, it's like, I'm probably going to get away with this. Like, I do this, you know what I'm saying? And, you know, so you just impulsive, you just make certain kind of decisions and just, you know, you're just too comfortable, you feel untouchable.
And Maya always forgives him. So he's kind of like, oh,
that too. So I have my mom that been letting me slide since I was a kid, then I got my girl that been letting me slide.
Right.
So it's like, you know, you can't tell me nothing, you know?
Yes. Do you think he actually loves Maya or just has love for her?
I think he loves her. I think he loves her. I think if Maya was to if he found out Maya text somebody, a coworker or something like that, he would lose his mind. I think he's that type of dude. Like, yeah, but he could do all his things, but we found out, you know, she smiled at somebody or something like that. Yeah.
Right. Mm-hmm.
That type of toxic type of.
So if Raymond and Rashad was like one of your boys, what advice would you give him? Like brother to brother, what would you tell him?
That's a good question.
So like, if Raymond, so if he had a friend like
for
Raymond,
your character, yeah. You can do it for both either.
So if I had a friend like Rashad, we probably wouldn't be friends, honestly. Like after continuing to see the behavior, I can't be associated.
You want to be a friend with a man in real life?
We probably would
have. We be on recorded, man.
Nah.
I
ain't gonna lie. I probably know a few. I grew up with a bunch, but as an adult, I feel like now I separate myself from that now. But yeah, for sure, growing up, definitely. And as far as a friend like Raymond, I would tell him, keep trying. I mean, if you still like black women, keep trying. There's one out there somewhere.
If I was friends with somebody like Rashad, you know what I'm saying? For one, I would tell him like, yo, you gotta get yourself out the streets, man. Like that ain't it's only a couple ways you're gonna end up. You know, everybody knows the spiel.
Right, he's not good at it.
Yeah, it's like, bro, what you doing? Like, grown, man. You need, you know what I'm saying? Whatever scenario is, I would try to motivate him to do something different, do something better. I mean, at the end of the day, he's his own man. He's gonna do what he want to do. But I would also tell him like, yo, you got a good girl, man. Like Maya is a good girl. She got her shit together. She all about you. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, what do you want? What are you trying to do? You know? As far as for Raymond, I'd be like, boy, you tripping. Like, I mean, it's okay to like what you like, but don't bash a woman, period. You know what I'm saying? Like, you just ain't find the right one. So, like, don't sit here and bash a whole, you know,
race.
Oh, no, not really. You know, I get, yeah. You know, don't go ahead and bash women as a whole just because you had some bad apples or you had a bad scenarios. Like, You know what I'm saying? There's people out here, you know, and as far as Black businesses, bro, we've been held back and you know, stifled for so many years. So it's like, support your people, man, so we can grow as, you know, a race and, you know, build, because we behind.
Got a lot of catching up to do.
That's good advice, guys.
Yes, love that.
Yeah.
Into the finale of Tough Love. All right, so the episode starts off. Story is going off on Jackson because all of the footage has been leaked, which we knew was going to happen since episode 1. We couldn't wait. Now the time is here. And Jackson can't even get a word in.
You know what? I find it real funny how our study got leaked just like yours did after you swore up and down that it wouldn't. Like, what is y'all's purpose? To ruin people's relationships? Like, y'all out here leaking people's personal feelings and secrets for what? Like, what type of sick, twisted games are y'all out here playing?
We didn't.
No, don't even say nothing. Because the next time that you hear from me, it'll be from my lawyer.
I'm looking at him kind of crazy because, like, this is the same thing that happened to you.
Mm-hmm.
You should have been on it. Like, we cannot let this happen. I've been through this. I know the damage that this caused.
And I'm like, how have they not been sued before? Like, no one from the previous seasons has ever threatened to sue them. Story was the only one that was like, you'll hear from my lawyer.
But I wonder, was there ever any paperwork that actually said, you know, we're going to keep a secret no matter what, da-da-da-da-da. Like,
right.
You know, it's all about that fine print. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
There's no way you're going to keep leaking some stuff and you know, like, that's crazy.
I want to know how Jackson was on the opposite end. Now he leaking stuff. Is
yes.
What he got going on?
I feel like he didn't do it on purpose, though. I feel like I don't know, because he looked stressed. If you watched that once, he was like...
He was stressed. Like,
he was stressed out. And, yeah.
When he heard he was about to be sued, I'll be stressed too.
Yeah, and our story was letting him have it.
Well, they should have been on him because Raymond told Story like, "Oh, I heard that it's a possibility that it can leak." They should have been on. They wait till it's leaked. Oh no, that was lacking.
Yeah, we got caught lacking.
Slip.
So everybody's watching the videos everywhere on their phones. I'm like, put it up on this big screen. I want us all to see it together.
Right.
But Maya, she ends up hearing Rashad mention that, you know, he has something to do with Bishop's death. So he's sleeping and, you know, she straddles him and he does not notice a body on him. Houseway. But he does feel something cold against his throat or his neck. And that's when he knows he got a whole butcher knife on him.
Yeah, I mean, he was in a deep sleep. You know, he was running the streets.
He's tired. He's really, really tired. Got it. Gotcha.
Yeah, so he might have felt the body like, oh, maybe she's trying to, you know, have some try to create a session real quick. But, you know, I was like, I probably gonna tell her now. But then when you hear that still, that still right here is like, hold on now, we don't do that type of character roles and stuff like that in the bedroom.
So he's staying calm, you know, until she moves the knife and she gets off him. And that's when he's trying to act big and bad and starts talking crazy to her, like, don't you ever pull a knife on me. Right. And I'm like, I would have kept the knife in my hand. That's me
what I'm
personally.
saying.
I think he knows how to talk her out of stuff. You know, he's been manipulating her the whole time. So
that is true.
I think he talked her out of it, and he knew he would, but he was like, wait till she put the knife down. Now I'm, you know, and then she didn't.
She sure did.
Power. That's what makes it so worse. Like,
I know. Poor Maya. So he finally admits to, you know, like he was supposed to pick up Bishop, but he got caught because he was doing something. He basically double booked himself. So at this point, she's like, I'm officially done. Like, and she gives him the little bracelet. And that's when it finally hits him like, damn, she's really done.
Not the little bracelet.
Yes, the little bracelet.
The little bracelet. I don't even know how much that costs. Something about little bracelet.
Stole it.
No diamonds or nothing.
Stole it.
Dang, why y'all playing my man?
Damn, just because I got it from the swap meet, it don't mean nothing.
It has sentimental value.
That's what it's all about. It's
all about
the
thought.
From here.
It's all about the thought that counts.
But yeah, I think he definitely realized that after she took it off, especially how quick she took it off. That was, when she practiced that.
She had it in her pocket.
Then she slapped me in the chest with it, and I was like, yeah.
That hurt.
That hurt.
Yeah. She hit me in the heart, literally. Like,
yeah.
It's too late, she gone.
So next thing, Denise is watching the footage and she confronts Brian. Like, she got the nerve to be mad.
Right?
You said you didn't get it. Why did you lie to me?
What would you have done if I had told you?
What would I have done?
Yes.
What was I supposed to do?
Be supportive. Say congratulations. Do anything other than talk about how much of it you wanted to spend, which is exactly what you would have done if I had told you.
What do you guys think about their relationship?
I feel like Brian is a guy he's the guy that I feel like a lot of women want. You know what I'm saying? He's the good guy. He got, he's working towards something. He's all about his woman. He proposed. You know what I'm saying? Denise is, she's in love with Brian, but I think she's a little self-centered. I feel like she's caught up in herself and her personal gain and in the sense of her career and all that. But as far as their dynamics, I feel like opposites attract, so it works.
Okay.
Yeah.
Same. Yeah, I think she wants to love him. I think she meant to love him.
Yeah.
He displays it differently.
Yeah, because I'm sure he did all the things properly that most women want.
Mm-hmm.
And he did his thing. He was showed that he could be a provider, all this stuff like that. And she's like, yeah, we're gonna go there. You're gonna take me to the next level. So we'll be straight for life. But then now that part is done, now it's like, okay, now let me flex. Let me flex on these hoes. She's like, let me, show out the ring. Let me show the wedding. Let me show my life is better than you. Yeah, I think that was that became more of a priority after she already got the man. So now it's like
she got lost in the sauce.
Yeah, lost in the sauce. But just like how Rashad got that rude awakening, she got that rude awakening too. Like, oh snap! Like I haven't even been focused on this. I just been focused on that because I already got you. So I've been focused on, the lifestyle now, like that I had imagined in my head. And but I think she meant to love him the right way, but lost in the sauce.
But at the same time, that's really her though. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's not like she changed. I feel like, people don't really change too much. People grow, we evolve, but he had to know like this she had these characteristics beforehand. You know what I'm saying?
Love is blind.
That's true. That's true.
Yeah, because some people joke like that sarcastically, like I know women, they'll joke about like wanting this, wanting you to buy that, and it's like jokey joke. Until you're actually doing it, then they feel like this is the lifestyle. So, I feel like it started off cute, and then now it's like this is reality. Like she wants it all. Like, so.
Yeah, he loves her so much. So I feel like even if he's seen the little things in the beginning, he was just like, whatever. I love her.
Yeah, he ignored the signs.
Yeah.
Yeah, love how you doing some crazy things.
Mm-hmm. And when they're arguing, he's like, I'm sorry I didn't tell you about the investor, but at this point he realized that she cares more about the wedding than the actual marriage. Like that's what your goals are right now, and I don't, want to do this. And he even confronts her about John, which she played him in that footage. Yes. She called him a little boy, or
if there's one thing he remembered, it's the only thing he remembered. That sweet little fiance. We've been talking about it for weeks. The sweet little fiance, like even we remember that. That's all we remember from her interview.
Yeah, true. She did make him look like a sucker. Think about it.
Damn.
Cause she made a coworker look like a macho,
Yeah,
that's my kind of guy. She was like, macho alpha. Yeah.
She sure did. She said, I have a sweet little fiance at home.
Mm-hmm.
Like I have a little toy. That's what it sounded like.
Right, like a puppy. Like
She made it look like she was like I said, she wear the pants. I said she wears the pants. She made herself like the alpha in their relationship.
Yeah.
I mean, he is the alpha. Even Brian recognized that.
But you know what? On the flip side, if you actually look at it, if she was to mess with old boy, it would never work. He would never.
He never paid attention to her. He never paid him no mind.
He was actually a stand-up dude.
But that be the issues with women today. A lot of times. That's no different conversation. But I'm just saying. Hey, y'all will literally have somebody in your face.
He both was like, hold up now.
How you doing? And y'all be like, oh, he thirsty. Who's that guy? You know what I'm saying? That guy ain't really checking for you. But the guy who's, and then you single, but the guy who's checking for you, you ain't really want.
Men do that too.
Yeah, well, men do it, but.
He's like, That's
I don't
true.
think I
Men
don't
do
double
that.
back. I don't double back.
Nah,
I don't do U-turns.
I won't say double back. Nah.
If I didn't want you before, I'm not gonna want you later.
Right. That's me
mentality.
too. Yeah.
There's nothing gonna change. Even if I got played, if somebody wanted me and then I got played by this type of girl, I'm not gonna be like, you know what, let me go back to her. Like,
Right.
If I didn't see it at the beginning, I'm not gonna see it again.
Yeah, a lot of guys do that though. Like, oh, she didn't like me back then, but I'll get her.
Yeah.
Like, I'll break it down. You're not.
Okay. So Maya, she finally comes home.
Wait. So
what happened?
Brian ends up leaving her and saying the wedding's off.
Oh yes.
And she's crying like, you know, we need trust and everything. I'll make do with what we have. Where was this energy before? You should have had the energy before, and we wouldn't be here.
She should have said the wedding means nothing to me. Not I make do with what we have.
Right. That's the problem.
Like, it's fine. What we have is okay. We can continue with the wedding. It's like, no, the wedding doesn't mean anything to me.
Yeah, that's when you flex too hard and then stuff about to come to an end, but you done told everybody else, like, yo, I'm about to get married, I got this ring, and then the wedding's off, and it's like, hold up, but wait, I done told all my friends.
Right?
Everybody on social media gonna be like, wait, what happened to your wedding, girl?
Nah, she gonna go ghost.
She's gonna be depressed now.
Yep. Brian said, make sure you kept those receipts. He said, return everything.
He sure did. I forgot he said, return everything over here. He said, you want the wedding, you don't want the marriage. And she's like,
that line was crazy.
Okay, so Maya, she finally comes home and she's mad at Story. And Story's like, of all the things that Rashad said, even the whole Bishop thing, like, you mad at me? Like, this guy don't even claim you. Like, I would take that over being weak. And that was a read.
Okay. And then Maya reads her also saying, you know, I don't use my goodies as a bargaining tool and catfishing dudes in my spare time. She's just reading her the film.
Reading.
I feel like Story was just trying to deflect. I mean, because she knew Maya had a reason to be upset. Like, you know, she got a reason to be upset. So don't try to be like, oh, what about Rashad? What about, what about accountability? Like,
right.
Why don't you just deal with this thing that y'all got going on between y'all? Like, you know what I'm saying? So
yeah.
That was watching that, I kind of didn't like how she threw me under the bus like that. Like, come on now.
Well,
I mean, even though she's right. Technically, she's right. What she said, but it's like, okay, but you got an elephant in the room that she's trying to address. And now, but let's talk about Rashad. It's like, wow.
Right.
I mean, I understood Story's point of view. It's like, of all the things to be upset about, that's what you're upset about? Like, are you serious right now?
Like, the thing is, Maya's like, okay, well, we know I've been letting them come back in my life. Like, that's not nothing new. Right. So that's why I was kind of getting from her perspective too. Is like, okay, that's a regular thing. Yeah, he does this, I accept him, whatever. But this thing, I just found out what you said. This is some, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's like, wow.
The fact that she called her out on it.
Yeah, and I live with you, and this is what you said behind my back. So it's like,
that's what it is. Like, you're supposed to be my friend, and yet you're talking about me to who knows all these people like behind my back. Like, I think that's the principle of it for her.
Man, you mad over my video, even after all the stuff Rashad said? Aside from the stuff that he said about Bishop, he didn't even claim you. And yet still, I'm 100% sure that you're gonna take his ass back. I'll take pathetic any day over being a weak bitch. I'd say weak is getting an abortion you don't even want because some man said so. That's weak, sis.
And I'm like, listen, even I don't like Story, but that was uncalled for.
You don't like Story?
I don't like Story.
That's rare, but I really
I don't
see
never
people
hear
say that they don't like Story.
Why don't you like Story?
Because to me, she doesn't hold any accountability as well. Like, I have no respect for someone who's doing what she was doing with no real reason behind it, like the whole catfishing thing. Like, even she couldn't explain why she was doing that.
Even though she asked for advice about it and Maya told her not to. She still
she don't listen too.
She bored.
But like, woman to woman, like, don't victim blame. Don't do that.
Yeah, man, she liked me. That's all she had to say. You know what I'm saying?
He liked her too. So why didn't he pursue her before he met her through Brandy? Why didn't Randy?
He didn't meet her through Brandy. He met Brandy and then found out that it was her.
He met her personality through Brandy.
But how was he supposed to know that was her personality? He thought that
I'm
was
saying,
a whole
like,
different person.
We saw from the beginning that they had like an attraction to one another. Why didn't he ever pursue her?
She's black.
You know what? You said because what?
Because she's black.
No, that's not. I keep telling y'all I date all women.
She black.
I
keep telling y'all I date all women. Nah, but I felt like, you know, she's the homie. You know, she's friends. You know, we she's that friend that, you know, it's like love taps. We going back and forth. We always on each other's head. You know, messing with each other. And it's kind of like a flirtatious thing, but at the same time, it's like, that's the homie. I'm not really checking for her like that. But in reality, it's like, well, if she throw it, I'm gonna catch it. But I ain't gonna go, you know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna go dive in.
Okay.
You know, it's one of those things.
All right. So at this point, everybody mad. Maya mad at Rashad mad at Raymond, Brian mad at Denise, Story and Maya mad at each other. Things are just intense. And, you know, we just gonna pray for everybody at this point.
Stuff is crazy.
Yeah. So Story is crying in the car and Raymond calls her. And he calls to kind of give her, I guess, like a shoulder to crying, like, it's okay. Like, I'm not calling you to yell at you. I'm just here to kind of like let you know you have a friend. Mm-hmm. And she takes it to the left. She's like, I meant everything I said. Like, everything I said as Brandy was really me. Like, basically telling him that she likes him.
Right, the whole catfish line.
Yeah, catfish line. It was me. That was whole me.
Everything I said was true. It was just a picture that was different.
Yeah.
But Raymond, like, I can't trust you.
Why should I?
I get it.
Can't trust you. Like, have you ever been catfished?
No.
I feel like I have. No lie.
I mean, you might didn't go all the way out and was like looking crazy, but you felt it like if you were, you know what I'm saying? Like, I felt in Raymond, I felt played. Like, why you gonna play with me like that? You already know I got issues with, you know, my past and women and things like that, but you want to sit here and play with my emotions like that. But then you want to be like, oh, I was just, you know, it's really me. You know what I'm saying? Like, it makes no sense.
Yeah, like, why couldn't it just really be you from the get-go?
Right.
Exactly.
Now I can't trust you. Now you're going to try and play me. That's one thing you don't do. You don't play me. You know what I'm saying? I've been played enough.
Raymond's not the one to be played with. We always say he's not the one or the two.
He's not the one or the two. He's looking for love, okay? He's not playing.
Yeah, that, and on top of that, like, when you think about my past, women played me. I used to get picked on and all that other stuff. Me and him got into it because he threw it in my face.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like I ain't taking that no more.
Yeah.
You feel me? Them days is done. Like, I'm Raymond. I'm Big Ray. I'm Big Ray right now. This ain't little Ray, it's Big Ray. It's sweet baby right now. I'm just playing. No, I'm joking. Raymundo.
And Raymond even calls her out on the whole Keith situation. Like, you telling me you have feelings for me, but yet Keith was just in your room the other day. So
right.
What is this?
Right. Did you see that look I gave her?
Disgusted. He was disgusted.
Disgusted.
I don't like her.
After I was just protecting you from dude.
Right.
Episode 2, like, you good?
Right,
like,
he became Superman for her.
Superman.
And that wasn't even my girl. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, damn, for me to do that and you to do me like that, that's crazy.
Mm-hmm.
That's crazy.
Right. Raymundo can't keep his heart on the line like that.
Yeah, that's crazy.
So Story ends up telling him, like, listen, think about it. Meet me at my place on Friday. The ball is in your court. And I'm just like, girl, with all the things going on in this friend group, everybody going through it, and you worry about a little date. Like,
right?
Let's be relationships.
Just trying to get things back on track.
If she was a real one, she would have pulled up on me.
That part. Why we gotta wait till Friday?
Yeah.
Hey, what day was it?
Tuesday.
I don't even remember, man. She
Tuesday.
probably had Keith over there the whole time.
Exactly.
In the kitchen while he in the room talking about something. Let's just meet up.
Yeah.
No, I'm joking. Friday, I got him over here. He's staying here right now.
It is a cold world.
Cold game.
So Maya, she surprisingly got the money from everyone in cash envelopes, and I was not understanding this. Like, is there no Cash App? Do we not have Zelle? Do we not have Venmo? Like, how did she get the cash if everybody was exposed?
Right.
But we still got paid because then all hell would have broke loose. We got exposed and ain't get paid. Oh, it's y'all wilding.
Direct deposit.
There's no direct.
Maybe that was hush. Maybe we got paid hush money.
Maybe.
To not like, out there corporation or whatever.
Or the lawyer.
It's like, that's very strange. With the cash envelopes.
We all just became villains.
Right. Villains except Brian. Brian was the only person that wasn't a villain.
Oh, yes.
But they still, like, people in the comments still got mad because of the one lie, which I'm not gonna say was justified, but it's like, we get it. Like, people watching, you understood.
What was the lie?
When he told her that he didn't get the thing with the dude.
Yeah, he's a liar, but he's not a villain.
No.
He's not a liar.
I feel like
he lied.
I feel like everybody was like, yeah, Brian.
Person that lied. He's a liar.
You have to do things consistently to be that, Yeah. If you lie once, you're not a liar.
You're a liar.
A little white lie. But it wasn't a lie because he didn't you know what I'm saying?
He led her to believe that he didn't do it.
Yeah, because he knew how she was going to, she knew what was going to happen.
Yeah. But Maya, she ends up calling the lawyer and she's like, I got the money, let's get to work. And I'm like, at this point, she really didn't try to find another lawyer. Like, she's still trying to work with this one lady.
Yeah. And
she heard she was the best.
Yeah.
Even after she went off on her in her office.
Hey, if it was me, I would have been trying to get that same lawyer too.
Yeah.
That's Melissa goddamn Ford. That's my lawyer. That's
my lawyer.
That's my lawyer. We gonna get the money.
If Raymond would have got a date with her, he probably would have switched up a long time ago.
Oh yeah. But Maya, she only has initial fee. What's she gonna do when that balance needs to be paid? My question.
I mean, it might be one of those things because you know how sometimes when it's like a for sure win that they don't really charge because they know they're going, and after that footage, it's like, this is
open and shut. And then if you could sue the police department, you can sue LAPD, then that money she could pay the rest of whatever she owed from that settlement or whatever.
That's true.
Oh, that's true. Okay. She got a plan.
Mm-hmm. I hope that's what she was thinking.
I hope so, right? We
gotta be making up stories.
Right.
So Rashad finally listens to the leaked footage. And he's big mad. He's mad. Like, he finds out.
Rolled up like he was about to do something. Child.
Yeah, he hates.
That Raymond.
I like Rashad.
What
happened, my Raymond?
Yeah.
Oh.
You know what
happened. My friend. Don't come for my friend.
I didn't hear you. What happened to Raymond?
I just said that Rashad found out that Raymond is the reason he went to jail. And Raymond kind of looks at him like, it's like he's about to say, I didn't mean it. But it's like, Raymond, you did. Because even when you talked about it in the confessionals, you said you want to teach your brother a lesson.
But I thought he was going to get punished. I didn't know he was going to go to jail.
Stop apologizing.
But when it happened, you was like,
apologizing?
Apologizing, yeah.
Oh, wow. That's a new one.
Yeah.
I didn't think he was
something
going
that we
arrested.
see a lot. We see a lot of that.
Yep.
Apologizing?
Yeah.
Nah, I mean, Raymond would never, he ain't no, I ain't gonna say he ain't no snitch because he snitched in that round. But
definitely snitched.
He definitely snitched, but he snitched with good intentions. It wasn't like,
good intentions.
Is this such a thing?
We both, I mean, it wasn't like we both was up for trial and I was like, it was him, not me. Now it was more like, I gotta teach him a lesson. I don't know. I'm trying to make it sound good.
Try to clean it up. Well, I mean, when you snitch, I mean, you know the outcome. When somebody snitch, you kind of know the outcome of snitching. I mean, you can't get to choose the punishment. Like, if somebody doing dirt across the street, if I call police on her, like, I can't be like, but make sure you know.
They ain't call the police.
I'm just saying, like, in general, just an example, like if I see somebody whooping somebody's ass, I call police on them, I'm gonna be like, hey, but take it easy on them. Don't do this or don't do that. Whatever they do when they get there, it is what it is. So yeah, and I think Rashad, I think that kind of hit him like, wow, like
nobody's on my side.
No, not just that, but like all the arguments we done had and him throwing me under the bus, the sneak dissing on the phone with with our mom and stuff like that. It's just like, wow, and you started it. You the genesis of the whole thing, like, even though I've probably been doing stuff before that, but it's like
that was really
you sent me to juvie. I think that's
like I made that decision because I didn't want to see you in jail. So I put you in jail.
But I put you in jail, so you won't be in jail later. I put you in juvie, so you end up in jail.
And Rashad, so like you said, Raymond didn't know it was gonna get that deep, though. Just gonna like little tap on the hand, nothing crazy. But I feel like Rashad just feels like Raymond is not even sorry. He just sorry he got caught, like in a way.
Everybody was apologizing because they got caught.
I thought you was gonna get him punishment or something. I didn't know they was gonna call the police. You gotta believe me, man. I felt horrible, but I can't take it back, and I can't change it. I just want us to move past the animosity and get to the point where we can be real brothers again.
It's like Raymond was really sorry. They never had that conversation.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And it was just like, yo, I am sorry. I apologize. You know what I'm saying? I ain't needed to get out of hand, but we just never, as time go on, you kind of like, how sometimes you want to have that conversation with somebody, but you just don't know how, or it's like, I'll tell them next time.
Yeah.
But that next time is always the next time.
Yeah.
Right. But the thing with Raymond is every time he saw Rashad, he was just hostile as hell.
That's what I'm saying. And then Raymond says, let's get past the animosity. You're the one that brings
it. Like, we good? Hell no, we're not good. Are you crazy?
Like that quick conversation was just gonna erase all.
No, that's not happening.
I poured my heart out. Yeah, I didn't see that.
But I thought about it for a second.
Yeah.
1 second.
Yeah.
I was on Rashad's side on this one.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know. He was getting.
We found
let's take it back. Let's take it back.
God damn.
Let's take it back.
What do you mean?
Raymond was getting picked on by Rashad.
That's nice. That's nice.
But did he?
That's why he was snappy on him.
No, because
Yeah, that's what. When he wasn't snappy, he ain't had no issues. But that was like an ongoing thing. But he tried to big bro me, like, don't try to sum me.
I always thought Raymond hated his brother. So for him to say, I love you, let's be brothers.
But love and hate is like a thin line. You know what I'm saying? It's like, it can be either or. It's like that thin line. Like, yeah, I love him because that's my brother. But at the same time.
You don't like him as a person.
Nah, man.
Yeah, that's obvious.
Always ready to fight. Every time something happened, like Rashad did it. Oh, see, I told y'all about Rashad. Like always going off on him.
Oh yeah.
Told y'all didn't want to listen to me.
Like when he rolled up with Brian, and it had absolutely nothing to do with him.
But it had everything to do with you. It had everything to do with him. You know why? Because Brian, you gotta think about it. Brian is the good guy. So if me and Brian was friends, Brian is the type of guy that he wouldn't get no fights. He wouldn't get no scuffles. He'd be like, hey guys, let's talk it out. That's Brian. Me, I'm not with that no more. Like I used to get picked on. So now I'm with the shits. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, nah.
But in that case, you weren't getting picked on. Brian squashed it. Rashad said he's gonna go get merchandise back. And then you got upset. Like, how, Sway?
Yeah, because you never intend on messing up nobody's life. You just do.
You just went to character? What the hell? You went to character?
Just do.
You memorize that?
No, I memorize a lot of shit. It's weird.
A method actor?
Or like a few lines.
But yeah, it's like, nah, man. So at some point, somebody got to be held accountable. Like, you can't, if you keep allowing somebody to continuously do something without repercussions, they're going to keep doing it. Like, you know what I'm saying? You got to have some type of boundaries. And if you don't stop somebody in their tracks and they're going to keep doing it, thinking it's cool.
Yeah.
And then it just spreads like wildfire. Now you're doing it to everybody. Like,
You're right on that one. I'll give you that.
Yeah.
So the next day, Maya, she wakes up, like she don't recognize her own home. And she goes to the doorbell, somebody rang the doorbell, and it turns out Rashad had left some money in the cash envelope again, and a note. And I'm like, guys, is there no Zelle? Is there no PayPal? Do we not have banks? What's going on? What's with the
Do we not have a mailbox?
Speak on that.
Where's the mailbox? Just leave it there?
That is so strange.
You know what's crazy? And it only looked like $40.
That's I was about
Like,
to
bro,
say.
what you gonna do with this
I said,
40,
first
bro?
of all, you're late. You're late with the payment.
What am I doing with $40, Rashad?
I paid the
Why
tax.
is Rashad? Just why?
I paid the tax. That was the extra.
What? What?
You know, I was like 19,000 and some change.
Right. Okay, he played the change.
Got you.
Thank you so much.
Hey, every penny counts. You know.
It does.
It does.
When you want justice,
appreciate your contribution.
when you want justice, every penny counts. Hey, that's what it's all about.
Thank you. Thanks to Rashad.
So much.
Just here to help.
So Maya, she ends up going to the lawyer, and the lawyer is like, this is exactly why I call so much, girl, because I got the evidence. This is all this we have it right now.
Best in the game.
This is why I'm the best. Okay. It's been one day and I already have the evidence that you needed. Took you 3 months to get here. I have it.
The sarcasm is so real.
Right.
So
Love it.
thank you.
Our team was able to secure the surveillance footage from the night in question, and let's just say that it's pretty clear cut what happened. Now, the footage is extremely graphic, and if you don't want to see it, that's okay.
I want to see it.
Maya,
I need
sure
to see it.
So they end up showing it, and it was traumatizing as hell to even listen to it, because we've heard it so many times and seen videos of this so many times. Like, we're tired of officers just taking Black lives and assuming that everybody has a gun when it's always a cell phone.
Mm-hmm.
That was sad to watch, but I'm glad that Maya was able to see it, because, you know, instances like that ends up going on like social media and stuff. So she definitely doesn't want to see that for the first time.
Yeah, that part too. I didn't even think about that.
Social media.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I didn't even think about that part. The part of like everybody actually getting to watch it, because now that it's out, and then everywhere she goes, about, oh, you're the sister of the brother that. It's like people feeling sorry for you 24/7, reliving it. Yeah. Instagram, because you know, once something go viral on Instagram, everybody they repost that.
And to this day, I haven't even watched the full George Floyd video of him that night.
Oh wow, really?
I can't. Like, just the description enough was enough. Like, I could not sit there for 9 minutes and see that. Like,
yeah, I feel
the clips. Was it
for some reason, I felt like I had to watch it though. I felt like I heard it and I was like, I had to see somebody treat somebody like, I'm like, there's no way nobody could, you know, do that to another human being. Like, there's no way. And I was like, to watch it, the full, you know, I was like, damn, like this dude never met Jesus. Like, he has nothing but the straight devil in him. Like, that's crazy.
Yep. And
but
the charge is guilty, but hopefully, you know, he's convicted too.
Yeah, we need that. Yeah,
so
that's what we need.
That.
So we end off with Story getting ready for her date-non-date with Raymond, and the doorbell rings, and it's Keith. And I've never liked Keith. Brittany,
really?
You ain't like him since
even in New York?
Yeah, no. I was just like, Keith.
That's
but
rare,
she just loves Keith.
Everybody
loves no wrong in her eyes.
Based on the comments, everybody did.
Yeah, I know.
Fact, even on the trailer, when we dropped the trailer for TV1, when they saw Keith on it, it was like, oh, he's back. Oh my God.
Yes,
like, oh.
that was me.
Like, yeah, that boy got a fan base.
He does.
Yeah.
I don't know about
I love Jordan and Keith.
Yeah, man, yeah. He might have lost a few from.
But I don't know who this Keith is.
I don't know who that is. I don't know that.
New York.
But you know what's crazy?
Two different people.
There should be some sympathy for Keith.
I don't know that guy.
Think about it. I know you don't like him, but think about it. He was the good guy.
He was the good guy.
Victim
Yes.
to a woman scorn. Maybe that's not the right word. It just sounded good. But you know what I'm saying? He was the good guy who got played. So then he was like, man, fuck it. I don't know if I'm supposed to be cursing, not excuse my language, but
some dudes it only take one. Some people got to get hurt a lot, and then they turn into the savage. Some people just be one heartbreak, and then it's like we don't love them though. I kept it clean.
I can see that for Keith. Because definitely, like, he loved Jordan, and Jordan did not, reciprocate that love back to him, and he was hurt. But
she was cold. She was like, "Oh, are we almost done?" She's like, "I got another date. Are we almost done?"
Yes. Like, ooh, savage. But she told him did she tell him from the jump, like, she wasn't the relationship type?
Some people
but then she kept trying to show how much she don't care. Like, she kept trying to, like,
do too much.
Yeah, I get it. If you keep, being honest, I get that. That's cool. But, being on the date, like, oh, yeah, I got another date I got to go to. And then, so it's like, wow. So I should say from the beginning, I got to be done by 4:30.
That's it. She had to do all that.
She wait till he get in his groove. He feeling good about the day. It's like, oh, yeah, put that smile away because...
I got to go.
We gotta go.
Like, he thinking he doing his thing, like he breaking her barriers so he can, but that's what it is, man.
Yeah, he made a story.
We got you, Keith. We gonna hold you down.
Shout out to Jordan. We got you, Jordan. But back to Maya, Story and Keith. She ends up letting him in like a fool.
Oh, but she always lets him in.
I don't understand it.
And she ends up always sad.
Right? He apologized for what he did to her.
Yeah.
And then
I wonder if Webster gonna pick that up. Put that in the dictionary.
Urban Dictionary for sure is.
And then he says, he got someone else pregnant, someone he don't even care about. But this girl, she's making her own decisions and she's keeping the baby. And Story's like, that's something that can actually happen. Somebody could actually make their own decisions. That is crazy. I could have done that.
That's crazy though. I can't imagine that feeling. Like,
I know.
She still holds on to not keeping that baby because of what he said. Now he's about to have a whole nother child. What are you talking about?
Okay, but let me ask y'all something. Like, seeing what type of guy that he turned into, would you want to have a baby with somebody like that? I was trying to put myself in her shoes. I'm like, you would probably be relieved. Like, okay, you're this type of dude. Like, I wonder what kind of father you would have been.
Right.
So maybe I should be relieved and that's her problem now. This new baby mama. Like, that's right. That's how I would think. That's how I would think of it. But
is he even still not claiming this new baby? Like,
then he don't even want her. So imagine if Story kept it. Imagine how he would feel about Story. Like, he would have like.
Didn't he say that? He said like I can't control what she does.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Yeah, I think the only thing that hurt her was the fact that he talked her into having an abortion, and now he's saying this other one is like she's gonna keep it. But if I was Story, I'd be relieved. I'm like, I see what type of, I see a character. So imagine what type of father you would have been.
But clearly a part of Story still has feelings for this guy because she just keeps letting him into her home. And I guess at this point, she finally realized that he ain't shit.
I mean, but she was getting ready to go on a date. So it's like,
but what is it that he has to say that she has to let him inside of her house? She could have either said, no, you can't come in, or talk to me from the door.
True.
Like, you letting him into your space. Why? From in some kind of way.
She obviously felt, she still feels some type of way, excuse me. Now you have to in order to let that happen, because what's the point? At this stage in the game, you got me coming through. Why do you need this dude from your past who basically got you feeling the way you feeling? Post the argument with Maya. You already had the argument with Maya about him, and then you're going to let him in the house. That don't make no sense. But
maybe she was in such a good mood because she thought Raymond was going to be there. Because remember, like, when she heard the knock, she was like, oh, okay.
I wasn't even sure if he was going to be there. It was a date,
non-date. No, remember the knock? when he knocked, she was like, "Oh, okay, he came."
Yeah.
And then she see him, it's like, "Oh," but she's probably.
Yeah, she should have closed the door in his face.
She said, "I have a
sometimes
guest
if you're in that
coming.
much of a
We'll
good mood,
talk
you're like, you know
later."
what? I'm not gonna let him take away my happiness right now because I got something good coming over. You know, but if she was already mad and he just came around, she probably would have slammed the door in his face.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I like to think of it from other perspectives.
Yeah.
I like that she was in a good mood, so that's why she's like, you know, I'm not gonna just slam the door in your face like I probably would have another day, like because I got the
That's
dude
true.
that I'm finally about to get, the one I kept playing games with, and now it's finally about to happen. I put on makeup, all this, you know.
That's right. She didn't have to slam it in the door in his face, but she could have definitely said like, or communicated that I have a guest coming. I'm in a good mood. Please don't bother me with any of your nonsense. There's nothing that you have to say that I want to hear. Have a good night.
True. That could have went left too.
How so?
But you see how when he first came in on episode 2, he just walked through the door. He wasn't even invited in. So he that type of dude that feels entitled.
In LA, you guys don't have peoples?
Who's this? So you got company.
Yeah. I mean,
I have a question.
Say again?
In LA, you guys don't have peoples?
People, I mean,
yeah. What you mean?
I'm trying to
No,
think.
her house definitely didn't have one because every time somebody knocks, she just opens the door.
Some do not have peepholes in LA. A lot of them do not.
Okay.
It depends on what type of place you got, but a lot of them do not.
Definitely need.
I don't have one. Actually, do I have one? I don't have one.
I don't know. Maybe it's a New York thing, but anytime somebody ring my doorbell, I'm looking out the window first. Like,
who is that?
Yeah, I got a window, but I ain't got the.
Well, get like a ring. Get one of those because you can't be letting any old body in her house.
Might have to invest in that.
Especially one that comes with bad energy like Key. Like he brings out a side of her that she does not like. So
but I'm just thinking, what if she would have said, yo, I got a date coming over, like right now. I need you to leave. Now it's like, okay, now it's time to be petty. You know, what if he's, you know, like, let me just stand here and have a conversation to see this dude. But she could have been thinking, you know what, let me just have this conversation. He says it's an emergency. Let me talk, and then he leaves, and then I get to go on my date. But if you say, oh, I'm going on a date, now it's like, oh, let me see, boom. And then she found out it's Raymond, which is the dude that he was already suspicious about, seeing him on the couch, all that. I'm just getting too deep into it, thinking too deep.
No, you're right.
But,
that's what we do here.
It's a possibility, you know.
For sure.
These are all possibilities.
You know, he said his piece, and they kind of have like a sweet goodbye. I guess she wasn't really mad at him. I thought that was a little odd too. Like, I thought she would still be in her feelings.
That was weird.
Yeah, I was like, that was odd.
That was odd. That's very intimate. That's intimate.
Yeah, the forehead kiss?
How she ain't see me?
It was dark.
How do you not see me? You got.
How she not hear you? Those shoes were loud. You had flowers. You was clicking, clacking. I said, "Oh no, you don't hear this boy?
Licking,
clickety clacking."
Right, damn near standing behind Keith.
Why did I dress up?
Damn near standing behind him.
He dressed up. He had flowers. I'm like, "Oh girl, you."
Where was we going?
Hey, where were y'all going? She said, "Come to my house." Y'all both dressed
She said, "Come to the crib. I'm dressed up." That's the corniness of Raymond though.
Yeah, he had a shirt tucked in.
Corny.
My dog had a shirt tucked in, for Christ's sakes.
Yeah, I ain't had a shirt.
Oh, you did?
I did.
Oh, okay. That would have been corny. I could have sworn he had in, you know.
I was dressed up. Yeah, she invited me to the crib. I don't even know what's about to go down. Like, I could have came over there in a sweatsuit and just been chilling.
The gray sweats.
Gray sweats.
Yeah, y'all was both on the same page. Y'all was both on the same page, same wavelength. That's why you came dressed up. That's why she was dressed up.
He sees Keith and he's instantly hurt. You know, he doesn't even say anything. He lets them have their moment.
Right? He's like a thief in the night. He just backed the hell up.
Say, y'all got it. Y'all got it.
Yeah.
Because he don't know if he just hit. He don't know what's going on.
Man, I don't know what's going on. I just know that this is the third time I'm seeing him, bro.
Mm-hmm.
The first time
he knows that story's a liar.
Yeah.
Yeah. Look, that's another thing. Why am I supposed to trust you, Story? Like, how can I trust you? I say that. So a lot of people were like, yo, why he shouldn't jump to conclusions. A lot of people in the comments like, yo, Raymond shouldn't jump to conclusions. Forget the jumping to conclusions. I just had this whole scenario with her. Mind you, this is the same dude I've seen 3 times at this point. Me and him got into it. I was sticking up for her. The second time, I see the dude in your room. The third time, no. Then you catfish me. And then You know what I'm saying?
Don't forget that.
So you like, big mad or you little mad? Which one is it?
I'm big mad. I'm not. I mean, at this point,
I'm not even mad.
I think I'm mad.
You deserve to be mad.
But I don't even think I'm mad at the scenario at that point. I'm mad with myself for even believing that things could be different. Because at this point, it's like we had this thing, we squashed it, and you like, the ball's in your court. So I pull up. I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna see what's up, and then I get there and it's like triggers coming right back. It's like, damn, you just told me exactly what I thought. Like, I ain't got time to be sitting there playing. Like,
right? Raymond looking for love. He's not playing.
Yeah, and then on top of that, you are the same scenario that I've been talking about this whole time. You play me, then I come back, and in my mind, I'm played again. So now it's bringing back old memories, old things in the past. I ain't got time to be sitting there like, well, maybe it's not what it looks like. Maybe I should just give it a second. Like, nah.
So no more black girls, huh?
I ain't say that. You know what I'm saying?
You mean as far as Raymond, like Raymond? Nah.
Raymond, yeah, no more black girls. You can't trust him now.
I would think he probably will be done after that. After that incident, unless it gets cleared up. Unless it gets cleared up and she explains it and they have the conversation, I think Raymond would be done. Like, he'll be like, yo, nah.
I don't think he'll be done. I feel like, man.
Think about how much hurt do you want to take? You know what I'm saying?
I don't think he'll be done, but I feel like the next black girl, he might be a little hard on her because he's not going to be trusting.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, I feel like he's already in that space. That's why he doesn't date. Predominantly, it's not that he doesn't like black women. It's just the fact that the things that his past has shown is that they be playing them. So the fact that everything that happens up until this point, and now it's like, okay, cool. I'm gonna sit back and I'm gonna be like, all right, I'm gonna forgive her out of all this stuff she just did. I'm gonna give her a chance, and if she do me like that, I might gotta take it after this whole season. I might gotta take a break from dating. I have nothing but bad dates.
And then on top of that, all that's going on, Raymond gets a call from the county jail. Rashad is locked up.
But
when he had time to do it, what happened? I can't.
Is this the third strike? We don't know.
We honestly don't know. I couldn't even give you an answer. We would find out season 2.
Season 2.
Yeah.
There's a season 2. Exclusive.
I can't really confirm nor deny. I was just saying we would have to find out season 2.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
This information that you're asking. We would
right.
Right.
You heard it, right, Brittany?
I heard it. But
I don't know what y'all heard. Let me clear up again. I said in order to find out whatever you're asking, it would have to be displayed in a season 2.
Okay.
Gotcha.
All right. Cool. As long as we're on the same.
We all on the same.
Season 2. Okay.
So let's hop into some questions, comments, and concerns real quick, aka the writer's room, where we go in.
Let's make our own story. You was talking about season 2, and so I'm assuming. Yeah, you did. You mentioned it. You opened
everybody's question.
So I'm assuming that they're gonna do the study again, and we have to get the gang back together because we have to raise money to get Rashad out.
Ooh.
You gotta raise money to get Rashad out.
That would be crazy.
Yes, everybody broke here. It seems
so what people don't know is Raymond is not broke.
Well, he didn't just give money.
What does Raymond do?
Wait, what does everybody do?
What
We only know
I don't know. Brian, I think Brian don't know what a job. Because I remember Story was on the phone, on the computer doing something.
Yeah, she does social media.
Yeah, I don't know what Maya does. I don't know.
Denise does real estate.
Oh yeah, Denise does real estate, and
Brian's
I know what I do.
I'm a project manager.
Yeah, we know what you do.
I'm sorry.
Fail.
Yeah.
We know what you do. Fail.
I'm a supply
I'm a pharmacist.
I'm a supply chain manager.
Are you?
Yeah, I'm a supply chain manager. See, the thing is, the way it was shown. All right, so let me give you a backstory.
Oh.
So this season,
exclusive.
Tough Love LA was actually a whole different script than what was shown. The reason that we had to do this the way we did it was because of COVID. So like originally we were supposed to have it was a whole different storyline. We was actually supposed to have some of the actors from Tough Love LA or from New York fly to LA, and it was going to be a whole different script, but people were scared to fly because of COVID. Like, so they had to alter it because it was time frame that they wanted to do it in, and they had to do it in. So they changed the whole script. That's another reason why we got it like a week before we shot, because everything had to be switched up due to COVID. So a lot of people don't know. They was like, oh, you know, this, that, and the other, but we was dealing with a lot just because of COVID. Like, we couldn't, you know, do intimate scenes like Tough Love Tough Love New York had done in the past. Yeah. We couldn't use so many locations because everything was shut down. Like, everything was like done, you know what I'm saying, in a box, because it was like, dude, this is what we can do given the pandemic. So a lot of people don't even know, like, oh, it's gonna be way better. Like, it could have been dope. Yeah, doper. If y'all like Tough Love LA, given the circumstances that we had to create this, when the world's open or it's regular, it's gonna be way better. You know,
I wonder how you guys were gonna incorporate the NY and the LA. That would have been really dope.
Yeah, to merge it, and then LA branches off into his own thing.
Mm-hmm. But who's to say it won't happen? Dun dun dun. I don't know. This is the writer's room, right? Who's to say Raymond won't meet Jordan? Oh. I'm joking. Oh. That's a joke.
Raymond needs more of a Monica.
Isn't she engaged?
Monica. Oh no. Is she in real life or in the show? What do you mean? I don't know.
In the show.
The new dude.
No, they're not together no more.
I don't remember.
They didn't get engaged at the end?
I don't remember.
No.
Oh, Monica. No. I'm thinking of
the dude that was in Pillow Talk, right?
Yeah, Jason.
I mean, that'd be dope.
That'd be real great.
Let's read some comments. Yeah. So Kenya says, I honestly think Maya had something to do with it. How does she all of a sudden have the money?
Something to do with what?
I guess the leaking of the footage.
I mean, that was no reason. We was gonna get the money regardless from doing the whole study.
But you know what?
Cash envelopes.
Hold on, talking about
what is that about?
Before we get to that foolishness, hold on. Maya never got exposed.
I had nothing to say. She just wanted justice.
Maya got exposed.
No, because the reason I say that because of the question that was asked. There was like, what if she leaked this? I was like,
why would she do that, right?
I was like, why would she do it if she said something? But I was like, she never said anything about it.
But she needed that money because remember the lawyer was like, girl, I'm not helping you until I get the money.
Who's gonna get the money?
So there's the motive. So
there's a motive, okay. But she didn't introduce it. So how would she have a whole story? Is the one that introduced it.
Right.
At the game night, first episode. So how would Maya even have the ends to even do that?
Google.com?
To meet the head people and have them leak it?
You can find anything on Google. Do your Google.
Buyout?
How did Story find out about it?
Unless they getting paid.
How did Story find out? She did her Google.
Yeah, but I mean, people ain't Googling how to leak something because I'm pretty sure like she would have to pay somebody in order to get that scoop. And if she had the money to pay somebody, then you pay your own lawyer.
Does Maya work?
Everybody significantly, I mean, everybody has, you know, a job except for
Maya, right? And Rashad.
I work. Come on, man. You see me riding, cleaning the benzo.
You know what I'm saying? He's living with me.
Sir.
Y'all seen the benzo that he cried in?
Nothing.
You know what I'm saying?
That was hot, right?
Nah, man. Hey, I got tags. I got paperwork.
Well, you owe me money right now, man.
We'll get to that.
See? There's a lot of back.
I told you I was gonna
Shadow Raymond money.
Whoa. I thought we was talking about other stuff.
The cash envelopes.
What you did? Oh, yeah.
$40 envelopes.
Listen, that knot was thick. Don't try to play me like it was 220s.
When it started,
it was.
How much you pocket? That's the thing. Did you pocket some and then give her some?
He did.
Hey, there's always a fun.
And then he ran away from the door and just dropped it on the floor and ran.
Because I had to hit the next lick.
Wow.
Yeah, I'm on a tight schedule. I don't know if you guys know this.
Are you still working with that same guy?
Well, he kind of he lost me money, so we had to move on. We had to employ somebody else because he kind of lost me money on that gig. Yeah.
Did he really give back all the merchandise that he stole from the warehouse?
It was never written.
Damn.
So we don't even know.
Damn. To Brian
we gotta see. Season 2 if
Season 2.
If God allows it.
Yes.
I can't believe Brian listened to him when he said that. Like, who gives back stolen furniture, stolen goods? Who does that?
I'm actually, now that you bring it up, that's actually interesting. I want to see if that's where it goes.
Yeah.
Why would he trust Rashad to do it?
That's question number
I
one.
mean, hey, I mean, Rashad could sell salt to a goddamn snail. I mean, I don't know. He's a smooth talker.
Oh, that's a question. Are you the reason why Maya is on pills? Did you give her those pills?
Ooh.
I don't know if that's my product. I don't know if that's quite mine. And I feel disrespected that she went to another.
Quite mine.
She went to another supplier. That's actually insulting because I mean, if you're supposed to be my girl, you're supposed to help my brand and my business.
Right.
Buy
She don't want you to know. She don't want you to know.
Yeah.
Make sure she
Look at her differently.
Why would she buy from you if you're raising money for her?
No, but this was prior. She been on that.
On the pills.
This episode 1, remember?
She had to pay somebody, so she might as well pay her man.
Yeah, so I'm like, why not?
She gonna get it right
If I'm building a brand,
maybe she learned how to do it better.
Not if she on that. She on them Skittles.
Rule number 1: you can't get high on your own supply, so she ain't learned to do it better.
Right? Because
That's not her supply. That's his supply.
Rashad been sober all season. Think about it. He focused on the brand. The brand is the most important thing, you know.
It's all about the brand.
All about the
brand. Yeah, and I feel like Maya disrespected Rashad. I mean, how you gonna buy somewhere else? You gonna go down the street that stepped on stuff and Rashad got, like, come on now, disrespect.
This next comment from T. Hayward says, "I'm so sad. I wish Story could have saw Raymond coming. She should not have even let Keith in. Hopefully she gets the chance to explain what happened to Raymond. Man, I was really waiting on them to start dating." What are your thoughts on that? He's like, this guy.
Woo! For one, how did she not see Raymond?
How did she not hear Raymond is what you meant to say.
Oh.
Because them shoes, clickety clacking.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
so much noise.
For one, you gotta think about it. She steps out the door. Somebody is walking from the gate in front of her. If I see anything moving in the dark, me in real life is like this. What's that?
Story is a very different person. We've realized that already.
No.
Yeah. And Keith was kind of blocking her because she was too busy getting a forehead kiss to notice anything around her.
Or maybe Keith gives good hugs and
she was mesmerized. And
you know, a good hug, distract you for a second.
Oh, your eyes are
closed.
And
he kissed her on the forehead.
Are we gonna dismiss that?
He gave her the
We'll see Keith again, is what you're saying, in season 2.
We will see when season 2 happens.
We'll see. Okay, so season 2 is happening, guys. You heard it here.
I said if.
We don't.
Hey,
I said we'll see.
Choose your words carefully.
When season 2 happens.
Listen, I'm repeating what I'm hearing.
Yeah, man. We'll see. Do y'all want a season 2?
Yeah. Of course.
Love the drama.
Yeah, we do.
Let's talk about some predictions. Well, first I wanted to say, as far as Story, I just don't understand what her plan was with this catfish. Like,
it makes no sense.
You made Black women look worse now. Like, you're trying
to say, can't trust us.
After all that defending she was doing,
Yeah, like, what was the reason? Now Raymond's looking at Black women crazy. Like, oh, I can't trust Black women even more now.
Right,
like,
Agent of Chaos.
Yeah.
You just proved my whole theory right. So therefore, if this was an argument, which we were going back and forth at the beginning.
That got cut too, the one thing. Yeah, one scene. Yeah,
that one. I got cut.
It's neither here nor there.
But we was arguing back and forth at the beginning. We're debating, and then if I was to say, like, I told you so, I would win that whole argument.
Exactly.
And now it looks even worse because you, who was debating me, is the main culprit for my whole point.
Exactly. Like, you helped me. Thank you.
Yeah, you strengthen this argument. Like,
so now in my mind, in Javon's mind, like, yo, you ain't even on my level. Like,
oh,
you're saying she's beneath you?
No, I'm just saying mentally.
No.
It has nothing to do with beneath. It has to do like, okay,
levels.
Like you playing games for
You're
one.
not on my level. You say you're a little girl.
Get on my level.
I mean, if we being honest, I mean, you playing games for one. Who plays games? We grown. We adults. We got time for games.
Valid.
Raymond.
So therefore, you're not on my level because we're not aligned. You know what I'm saying? That's what I mean by that. Two, you can't debate me and then ultimately blow up your whole argument by yourself. That makes no sense because I'm the type of person that I debate often. You know what I'm saying? I have these views that are not the popular views. You know what I'm saying? So I'm the type of person that's like, I'm gonna come with facts. I'm gonna come with explanations. You know what I'm saying? So now it's like, oh, okay, you just prove me right. You know what I'm saying? So we'll see. What do y'all think that he should give her another chance?
I do think that he should give her another chance. I did want them to finally just get together already because they do have a lot in common. They are clearly attracted to one another. So it makes sense to just give each other a try because every episode we saw them both go on bad dates. So it's like clearly there's a possibility.
Were they all bad though?
What?
Every single one.
What were you watching?
Stories dates?
Stories dates and Raymond's dates. They were each.
No, okay, yeah, okay. We had the married guy, but the photographer. Let's talk about the photographer. What did he do wrong?
He leaked her photos.
Nah. He leaked.
Okay. Story did not do her research. We said that in the podcast.
Story's in another world.
First of all, this dude, he's a photographer. He posts his pictures on Instagram. He's been doing it.
She never looked at it. Social media manager, but she never looked at it.
He literally did nothing wrong. She called him and cursed him out. He did nothing wrong.
I'll take that.
Yeah,
he did nothing wrong. And that was a good date.
I mean, she's the one that believed whatever he said. That could have been an Airbnb for all she knew.
I mean, sometimes you put a battery in somebody's back and they go, like, what's the name? Showed her the phone's like, yo, he takes these pictures all the time. She looked at it, just went off. Like, what?
Yeah, he's a social media manager, and she never looked at his social media until Maya showed it to her.
Before you go on a date, you do your research. Like, what's this?
Do your research.
What he do?
You would think. You would think.
But she's in La La Land.
But even if you don't do the research, he's a photographer. Photographers post their stuff on social media.
Right.
He had a whole studio. You thought it was just gonna be private, and then what?
And it doesn't even mean that he was even talking to them other girls.
Yeah, they all took pictures.
Yeah.
All I'm just saying, some people make emotional decisions, and some,
Yeah.
This is true.
So Story with
practical decisions.
What other dates did she have? She had the married guy, the photographer, the one who left.
He thought he was gonna get some monk. He thought he was gonna get some monk eventually, and he was like,
no, that night he thought he was getting it that night. He was like, what?
No, but I don't think
he never came back.
I don't think he thought he was getting it that night. I thought eventually, like every dude that goes on date, like, I mean, you think even if it's not that night, you thinking eventually, like, if we like each other, we're sexually attracted. Eventually, we're gonna, but
he should have at least paid the whole thing. Like, you want to leave?
Which makes sense.
He should have paid the whole.
He's a stand-up guy.
He could have just said, "I don't think we're equally yoked."
That's it.
He could have communicated that.
Sure could have did that better.
But he didn't just leave it. But at least he didn't leave with the tab to pay all the bill, and he realized
that would have been scandalous.
But for him to say, "I go into the bathroom," and then,
I think he did go to the bathroom. I think he went to the bathroom. He took a piss. He was wild pissing.
He thought about it.
We think while we're pissing. We're like, what's about to happen tonight? What's going to happen any night? Nothing.
Why am I still here?
Why am I wasting my time? Yeah. We obviously don't lie. I'm bouncing.
And then he took the time to go to the waitress, slid her the money on the low.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I ordered the steak. There you go.
So
she ordered whatever.
He blocked her, right? He blocked her.
She'll take care of that.
Did he block her?
I think he did.
Nah, because he sent her a message, right? That's how she knew.
She tried to send a message. It didn't go through.
Oh, it look like that's the type of time we on.
I mean, you defending them.
Nah, I'm giving you the psyche.
It's a different perspective.
You seem to know a lot about this.
Right.
The male perspective. I wouldn't do that. I wouldn't go and find a way to sneak out. I would communicate it. Or I would just finish the date and then just
just never see her again.
Yeah, but to know that you're never gonna, get something.
So the dudes ain't really waiting that long.
Yeah, most dudes not waiting that long anyway.
Man, the dude really gotta like you and really be into you for him to wait or to do anything. But at the same time, just depends on what type of dude he is. I mean, he could wait and still be doing stuff on the side. I mean, it all depends. Not saying that's me,
but
him.
A lot of people don't realize things change.
You always gotta clarify. You notice?
Yeah. Always, not me.
But things change after the action. So I would want to see the behavior after the action. We've all experienced.
So even 90 days is a no. I feel like that's.
Honestly,
it just doesn't make sense. Honestly,
I'm gonna keep it real. No, I'm just joking.
It doesn't.
I will tell you this. It was one scenario with me. It was a woman, and I told her off front. And this was just me though. I was like, I don't want to sleep with you. You know what I'm saying? I said in the past, I'm used to doing certain things. You know what I'm saying, sooner than later. But this time, I actually want to get to know you. I want to see, blah blah blah. And we actually are friends to this day. We never did anything. We cool. It didn't work. It didn't align. It's a whole backstory, but we actually are cool to this day. Because I feel like in reality, like when you separate that from actually getting to know a person, you know what I'm saying, you separate the sex and actually just really get to know somebody, it could really be dope, right?
Yeah.
But at the same time, it's like, some people got needs. You got, you know what I'm saying? But I did like that person. I did like that woman. I like that woman a lot. So therefore I was willing to do that. But other people,
my thing is, I feel like nobody should go on a date with nobody that you wouldn't even, that you're not thinking of them sexually. You know what I'm saying? If your mind you would never have sex with this person, why even go?
You gotta have some type of attraction.
Because you know how they say, most women know immediately first 6 seconds or something if they were super.
Yeah.
So my thing is, why even go on a date? Period. If you never even thought of it.
Is that true, by the way?
I plead the
fifth.
What?
I know off top.
I heard the question. Yeah. I plead the fifth.
Oh, you gotta be authentic. You gotta be original. You gotta use my stuff, okay?
I don't think you created that.
Yes,
I did. It is an amendment.
Brittany, what you say?
You can still go on a date with someone that you're attracted to, but still want to wait because you want it to be.
No, that's different. But it's kind of saying the same thing. I'm saying I wouldn't. Why go on a date of somebody that you cannot even think
I do have friends that be like, oh, it's a free meal.
Exactly.
Wow.
There's actually a lot of that. There's a study. There's like 70%.
Stop telling the secrets.
I know.
We already know the secrets.
I'm kidding.
I'm gonna drop the jewels.
Don't do no more exclusives.
Like 65% of women they said they go on dates just for free.
Statistics.
Hungry.
The numbers are out.
Actually,
I'm hungry. I'd like to be fat.
Probably close to 70. But but that's a recipe for disaster. Because
if you really listen to somebody's really going to tell you who they are and what they really want and what their intentions are
in due time.
If you really look at it. So some people will display. They might not come out and say it, but you can see what it is off top.
Man, that's crazy.
And that's also why you get treated the way you get treated.
That's crazy. We ain't talking about tough love no more. That's crazy.
Yeah, man, we get into the next real stuff. This is what tough love is.
What is this red table talk?
It's all tough love. When you think about
tough
it.
love. LA to New York.
It's tough. This is tough love.
This is tough love.
This is. All right. Well, we want to thank you guys so much for coming on the show and talking to Finale with us. It's been a crazy roller coaster ride of Tough Love LA. And we're so happy that you guys came and closed out. So if you can just share what else you guys got going on, like projects or anything new, and where people can follow you.
Let me see. Now right now just auditioning for a lot of stuff. Mostly commercials. Got a call back tomorrow actually. But I'm trying to work on the next gig. And as far as following on Instagram, it's my name. So you type in my name, you'll see it. For me, similar, just auditioning and things like that. I do got a couple films coming out. I actually have one on, Watch All Black right now. It's called Gummy Bear. That's on there right now. And I have a couple
films coming out. One's called The Set, one's called How. Other than that, just auditioning, daily grind, beating the pavement. And you can follow me on IG. It's at Javon Terrell, JAVON TERRELL.
Nice.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Follow them, y'all. And you can follow us at Seriously Podcast on all social media platforms and podcast platforms. Leave us a review on Apple Podcasts. And if you have any questions, comments, or concerns, send us a DM. And we'll see you guys next week.
Bye.